We are getting on. Hello, hello, hello. We're going to try my weird little intro now, guys. Welcome to the show with Mermaid Ari. That's me, your host, where we talk to MAGA and try to figure out why on earth they still support Donald Trump. Okay. I hope that helps. A. I gotta get other stuff started now too. Oh yeah, and that. Start all. There we go. Put on your seatbelts. That's right. Do you guys hear it when I start like saying that stuff quickly or early? I don't know. I'm not on your side of the stream, so I don't know. I just don't know. Did everybody enjoy their fun? For those that are in the server and then joined in with the fun today, did y'all enjoy your fun? We'll just leave it at that. That was interesting. If you don't know, you don't know. It's okay not to know. I'm not expanding upon it. Hey, Corey. Hi, my good friend, who is obviously not usually watching me, but did you, Joey, you didn't even know about it, did you? You couldn't go and see it. There's Bishop. I got to get to that. There we go. I barely know what I'm doing. This button, that button. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Do it. I'm sure I'm not, but that'll be funny. The fun is now the live. So we're here. If you're here now, then you get it. Really, Silver? That sounds funny. That sounds funny. Silver said, for those that are not there, I got a grown man to run from a debate and his excuse was priceless. That sounds accurate. Usually sounds accurate. So that is typically how that goes. Somebody running. MAGA photo. Yeah, that is a funny one too. Oh goodness, my chair rolled too far forward. Talking about snow, gosh, can I do anything but have snow? That would be cool. I sincerely don't want it. Oh yeah, Martin, that was a crazy speech that Trump gave at Davos, and then basically said that or this is talk in saying that apparently the United Kingdom didn't come and help anybody or help us in in Afghanistan or anything. Yeah, that was some truly wish I could say it surprised me, but it doesn't really surprise me. It does tend to happen with him. Hey, Moose. Okay, well, Chris, then no one's requiring you to be here. Then the question's not for you. I do hope that helps. You are too, Bertini? I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. Yeah, guys, I'm on a day that I normally would be off. That's probably going to happen anyway, Sean, but I appreciate that. I hope. Yeah, I hope not, but it'll probably happen. It'll probably happen. Yeah, everyone's like calling out Trump for what he said. Jesus. Yeah. It's really bad. A little off the front lines. Yeah, oof. Crazy stuff. That's not what I wanted. Interesting. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at a couple of things real quick while we get to tap in the screen. Chris, I think it's cute that you would think I would know who you were. That's cute. Who are you? I don't know you. Oh no, see, Moose. You actually, so Moose, since you're in here, sorry guys, I'm talking to TikTok for a second. Moose, since you're in here, there's actually a video on my page. Ah! Sorry, the TV turned on. So my God. Hey, Cass. And I had to look at it, like I had to click on it to know like this person, right? To know who it was. But Moose. So that person that you had like just replied to, or just tagged you in the chat, he's actually featured in one of my videos where I went on to talk about the message that he sent me. And apparently, and I don't know how true this is, but his daughter went and commented on it and said that she's embarrassed by him. So I think that's funny. If it's true, I don't know if it's true, but I think it's funny. I can actually probably go and send you the video. So I guess what I'm saying, Moose, is that person has no reason to be in my chat. Let's see. But I do hope, let's see what else. Do. Oh, I know, right, Martin? Martin said, good luck getting allies to roll up next to us. Yeah, no, I agree. It's not a great look for the United States. It's obviously not a good look for our alliances. And if they choose not to react with us on anything, you think I can question them on that? I can't. Like, for sincerely, I cannot. Like, hey, you guys don't want to do that? That is what it is. Here it is. I found it. This is great. I'm gonna go ahead and wait, how do I Oh, it's not letting me do it easily. I'll have to do it later. But yeah. Oh yeah, they will definitely do that ADT. Agreed. They will do that. For 100%, they will do that. It'll happen so quickly, it's not even funny. Hi, Pinwheel. How you doing? Mercy. It's what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought, which doesn't take much if I'm being honest. It doesn't always take long for me to lose my train of thought. But yeah, he's isolating us from the world and it will come back to bite us in the ass. Yeah. So here's the crazy thing, right? Oh, Pinwheel, thank you for being a member for 6 months. I do appreciate that. Here's my biggest thing, right? Donald Trump already made our relations with other countries fragile in his first term. 1 second, guys. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 57 years old.
You're 57 years old?
That is correct.
Huh.
Do you have any more questions? Or
Are you still
should?
supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Why would you do something like that? What has Donald Trump achieved in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, I feel a lot safer. He truly is making America great again by ameliorating tension relationships between certain countries, such as Venezuela. Um, we can stick to that, or I can just make blanket statements all across foreign policy.
Well, I was
Would you?
asking for specifics,
Oh yeah,
and
I just listed you one because it's
yeah.
paramount for U.S. National security to have uh, as much Latin American countries to align with our interests. So Venezuela, the military tactics were superb, and it caused minimal casualties. And the
Minimal
U.S. was,
casualties for the United States of America. We killed 80 unarmed civilians.
and that still falls under minimum casualties, ma'am. So
Gotcha. So you don't care about killing innocent individuals who weren't holding up
mm,
arms
uh,
against the United States of America. Good to
what
know.
you no, what you're doing is
So can you
insinuating that.
I'm
No, what
sorry,
you're
what?
doing is yeah, what you're doing is insinuating that I don't care. Of course, I do believe that
Okay,
collateral
sorry.
damage is
You
horrible.
might care, but you're minimalizing it.
Yes, but I'm looking at the bigger picture by transitioning a sour relationship to a friendly one.
Mm.
Now
Is that
that
why
we have the
countries
interim,
like Brazil have actively spoke out against what we did in Venezuela? In a bunch of, I think almost every South America country or American country spoke out against the actions that the United States took in Venezuela at the United Nations summit that they held, like they called an emergency session for after the capture of Maduro.
so of course, there's going to be a major backlash because the Trump administration hasn't gone through the proper channels to get this mission completed, such as getting congressional approval, since he labeled
Oh
it
no,
as
this
a
is on the
war on.
international scale, sir. I'm not talking about our domestic issues. We violated international law.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't like to indulge in whataboutism, but countries around the world has violated international law as well. But and
Oh,
since
okay.
you're
Well, that's not a
American, you should.
whataboutism. That's just a
And
statement of truth.
and I know, but since you're an American, you should view it as what's best for
Well, no,
national
let me help you out
security.
with something real quick for
Yes,
what you
absolutely.
said, right? You said that it was good for our national security that we get as many South American countries basically aligned with the United States, but the actions that Donald Trump took in Venezuela actually pushed the majority of South American countries away from the United States. That's why they admonished the United States at the United Nations summit that they called the emergency meeting for. So it
Mhm.
looks like it did the exact opposite of what you claim that it should be achieving.
So are you telling me that Mexico has distanced themselves from the United States because
Which
of the
continent is let me be very which continent is Mexico a part of?
South America? Ma'am? Hello? Hello?
Is this real?
Hello?
So Mexico is a part of South America.
Yes.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You've been voted off the island. I can't. I cannot. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
You're a child. Holy. That was great. That was so great. Holy crud buckets. Oh, mercy. But yes, actually, Mexico did speak out against the actions we took in Venezuela. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Yeah, he said it with his whole chest and double down on it. That was great. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
You're a kid. Thank you, JRG, for becoming a subscriber with your Amazon Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
27.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. What year did you graduate high school?
High school. Oh my goodness. 2011.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 35.
35. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Hell no.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, man. You have a good one. Oh, man, that was great. Yeah, he said 2011, and like, no, that would not be 2011. If you were 27, you would not have graduated in 2011. Like, ugh, goodness me. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep,
Awesome. How old are you?
45.
45. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Not so much, you know?
All right. Well, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah. One thing I hated, he pardoned Sheriff Joe Arpaio. And, you know, I don't like that guy.
Okay.
Hate it. Everybody, I'm in Phoenix. Everybody my age knows that guy and hates him, right? So,
Yeah, I think
that's just one.
he pardoned a lot of
Yeah.
people he shouldn't have. But I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of presidents have granted clemency to individuals who probably shouldn't have. But hey.
Yeah, I know there's a lot more, but just that one really got me. And that Arpaio guy, I don't know if you're familiar.
Not really,
Ever.
but I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah. Nope.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Stop calling, kiddo. This is a good one. Yeah, I know. That was absolutely crazy, Crow. They worry about people speaking another language, but they can't answer 4th grade civics and geography questions. They should not be Oh man. Oh my gosh. That's funny too. That's funny too. Listen, yes, I think a civics class, at least like, I don't know. I think a civics class should be required to graduate high school. And I don't think that's far of a stretch. Geography is definitely classes that you take in high school. So that's certainly interesting as well. In Florida, it is required. Well, that's good, Davey. See, Davey, that would create issues, right? So, Davey, and I'm not hating on you, I'm just going to read your comment out loud because I can't put it on the screen. Davey said, honestly, I agree with Vivek when he said to make testing before voting for under 15 years old or 25 years old. And that kind of, it kind of restricts the legislation that we already have in place. Gosh, what? I think it is I don't want to be wrong, but it's like, it might be the 24th Amendment. That is the voting age. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'll be 42 this year.
42. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm not anymore. I did vote for him in the last election, and we've had a little over a year in. And I've really changed my tune, and just, a quick little idea on why I don't support him anymore. Some of his vile rhetoric has spread even to the game of football right now. I can't watch a football game without seeing some racism and xenophobia. And speaking of football, I got one lodged to my shit pipe right now.
No idea what he just said at the end. I honestly tuned that out. Well, I don't know what he said at the end. I don't think I want to know. They did testing for voting in the past. It was almost exclusively to disenfranchise black voters. That's why we banned the concept. Yeah, that's a good point too. Like that's what I was saying. Like it closes in on infringing, right? Infringement. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I don't support Trump. I just want to know, who do you support? Do you support like the Democrat or like Kamala or anything?
I don't know if people realize this, but I'm not required to support anyone. Then the main reason why is because I don't think that there is a
No, you're not.
politician to support at the moment. So
Yeah,
I
right.
hope that
Correct.
helps.
Fuck APAC. Yeah, they're all bought by the
Absolutely.
Jews.
Oh no, we don't say that. We don't say that. We do not say that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
Good gracious. I lost my train of thought there. 68.
68. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Can you turn down the stream in the background?
Hold on here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. And okay. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
He closed that border,
And how did he do that specifically?
enforced the rules, enforced the laws. America has become lawless, okay? Everybody wants to do whatever the hell they please. And this country cannot survive with open borders, okay? Put more border guards, do like all the other countries when they support their border. We don't do that. For some reason, America had to be weak and download their border. No, we need to build up our border because it's us against the world, and we don't see that. China's after us. Russia is after us. We've been at war for the longest, and people don't see it. Economic war. China's taking our lunch and building up their military. Their whole philosophy is world domination. And anybody who don't see that is a fool. Me, I'm too old to start speaking Mandarin or Cantonese. Been there, seen it, done it. 10 years in the military, I've seen 3 different classes. People who have eyes to know, secondary people like the military people who are there, but they're not up front with the information. Then there's people out here in the civilian world, totally different, asinine news. They don't tell you the full scope on anything. Totally brainwashed. Americans are being manipulated. But hey, what can I say? I'm just one person, one voice. But you people will learn. Go along your communistic ways, tear down your border, have this kumbaya thing where everybody gets what they want, and you'll have total chaos everywhere. But when one man tries to stand up and start to enforce the laws, you come in with all this mental hurting with people's minds. You put little triggers here, triggers there. It's not working with everybody. People are waking up. Hey, that's my little rag on the deal.
Okay. Who were you ragging on exactly?
Pardon?
Who were you ragging on exactly?
Well, actually, I'm out here in California. I'm from Florida, okay? And I can rag on Newsom all day long.
No, you just said at the end of your diatribe, you said, that's my little rag on the deal. So I was asking you who that was geared towards that you were ragging on, or that shit felt like they were ragged on.
Well, just the system in general. I mean, the thing,
Oh.
people are, the thing what I'm trying to say is everyone's so manipulative, okay? You're trying to force feed this communistic thought, socialism on the American people. It's
Can you
not going to
define
work.
communism?
Pardon?
Can you define communism?
Communism, okay? Communism. Okay,
I'll
that's where
take a simplistic
everything.
definition. We'll be fine.
Okay, darn. What's my stint on communism? And I've been around the world.
I don't want a
It's
stint. I just want a definition or just a short one. There's quite easily an accessible short definition of communism.
opposite of what it's the opposite of capitalism. Okay,
I mean,
let's
that
put it.
would be true, but then you would also have to go into a definition of capitalism in order to
Well,
understand it.
well, the thing
Communism
what
does
we're
inherently reject the
Stalin and
ideology
Hayek.
behind capitalism. So that part is true, but you would also then have to go into the effort of defining capitalism in order to make that a simplistic
Well,
definition.
I understand what you're saying, but it's like this. I'm not going to play the foolish game. Okay, try to play the word game about what is communism. What
Sure,
is
yeah,
this?
I'll explain communism to you. It's not a problem. So
Okay, explain something.
the simplest explanation of communism is that it is a stateless, classless, and moneyless society.
Yes, that I understand, but that doesn't work on the humans. Okay,
No,
you're
sir, it
talking
would
about
have to be
no.
so. At least in my opinion,
You
and
would
I
have to
know,
have.
sir, if you could, you to talk for a minute. I was trying really hard to be polite. So in my personal opinion, and I do have friends that do believe in the communist ideology, I personally do not. Here's why. Because it would take basically a utopia, every country in the world, every individual in the world getting on board for communism to truly exist. And that's not going to happen. And that's why, like, I personally am not a communist. I don't think that communism shall exist. I do think that the class system should absolutely be done away with, because I think it just causes issues to have a class-based society where some people are prioritized more than the others or looked upon better. You know, they think that they're better than, or people treat them better than, and I think that's an issue. So classism should not be allowed, at least in my opinion. But no, sir, that's why I was asking, trying to figure out who you were ragging on or what you were going on about, because bringing it back to communism, you would have to first make a claim or a point that I would support communism, but I don't, because it wouldn't work. At least I'm realistic to know that it wouldn't work.
Well, the only man systems
TikTok,
are
can we
not
get
going
the
to work.
likes up to
Period. I mean,
50,000, please?
they're due to fail. Okay, there's only one thing that'll work, and people don't want to look up. That's the only thing. And the way the world is falling into place right now, that's why you see all the Bible thumpers are getting excited. Everything's falling into place. The big guy's coming, whether people believe it or not. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
and the majority of people that believe in God, that think that the book of Revelations is coming true, would also have to have an understanding that they're directly going against the teachings of the Word of God and the Word of Jesus that's said within the Bible, especially when it comes to immigrants and the treatment that the United States of America is purporting upon them. And this circles all the way back to your original statement
like
of
that.
immigration.
What did Jesus say to the when they were giving him the coin, about the figure on the coin? Render unto Caesar what is Caesar. Respect your leaders, okay?
Oh, yeah, where is that in the Bible? What verse?
What? Hold on a second. I have to go to my thing here. It's when the Pharisees are asking him and they were trying to trap him. I think that may be in John. But right now, hold on here. Let me cut you off on this thing here. Let me look that up for you. You know. But see, people don't want to render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. You know, the government has to stand. God put up the boundary for governments, but now
God is
man's
also
trying to
very
tear it
clear
down.
that you don't put your government above him. And you should
Above
never
God? No, never.
yeah, he's very clear that you don't put him above God, right? He's also very clear that you don't put your government above the teachings of the word of Jesus.
Hold on here.
And it would be in Mark, sir.
Okay. Excellent. You know your verses. I'm impressed. But still,
Yeah, sir,
Even
because
so,
this is something that is a point of contention with me and individuals that consider themselves to be followers of Jesus, aka Christians. Even the Pope himself, who, yes, he is Catholic, right? Catholic Pope, but Catholicism falls under the umbrella of Christianity because they believe in Christ and God and Jesus, right? So when we look at this, and the Pope has been quite loud and vocal about the fact that the way that the United States of America is treating immigrants is abhorrent because it directly goes against the word of God. And if anybody wants
so
to make a claim towards Christianity, then you should be definitely looking at what the Pope says in that regards.
well, I don't follow the Pope.
I don't care that you don't follow the Pope. I'm saying if you are trying to make a claim towards Christianity, and especially when you're talking about the book of Revelations coming true in this time as we know it, then absolutely the individuals that consider themselves to be Christian are going to HELL because of the way that they are agreeing with the treatment of immigrants in our country, the sojourners.
So you're saying let's tear down the borders, period. America should be the
That's
first,
not what I
right?
said. That's not what I said at all. I said
You
very
speak
clearly
of-
the treatment of immigrants.
Are you aware
What
that
does
the
that go down to the
majority-
borders?
Are you aware that majority of so-called immigrants that came to this country are combat age males?
The
And what
majority
they-
of individuals that
hold
come
up,
to the
they're
United States of
combat
America are
age
fucking
males.
Christians. The fuck?
Not only that, you've been set up.
Why
put
are you afraid of other men, sir?
other men? No. I'm
Oh, okay.
afraid of
Then
an
why
invasion
why
of
on
the
earth would
Muslims have allowed
combat
this
age
country to
men
be
give you
invaded.
fear?
And that's the problem with people
Then
like
why
you.
on earth would
You know,
combat
you wanna
age
have
men
this
give you fear? If you do not fear
But
other
here,
men, if
you talking
you
about-
do not fear
Oh
other
my
men,
God.
if you do not
Oh
fear
my
other
God.
men,
You
if
need to
you
wrap
do
around
not
logic,
fear, if
you know?
you do not fear
Here.
other men, then why on earth
Here.
would you be
Here,
fearful
are you
of
aware that
combat
when
age
you
men
allow
coming into the
enemies
United
into your
States of
country-
America? I'm
Oh
sorry,
my
why do
goodness.
you fear the fact, or you have a fear within you about
So why
combat
do you
age
feel-
men coming
so-
into the United States of America for you to make a
combat
point
age
about it?
males into the country.
Like, sorry, so you
countries
do
that
fear
hate
men.
America.
Okay, so combat
Okay.
age males
That
are
hate-
coming into the country. Guys, got it. You fear men. Okay. I'm sorry
Of
that
course
you
not.
have that fear
I
of
fear
men.
no man. I was
If
raised
you
in
don't
the hood,
fear
man.
men, then why is it a point for you to talk about the fact that they're coming into the United States of America?
And if anybody can't see that, then
That's
they're a
not
fool.
true. It doesn't
a
even come
total
close to
fool.
meeting
If
the
you can't
definition
see
of an
that,
invasion as we know it in the United States of
in this
America.
country right now
Where are their
that you-
guns
you
in their
can't
hands?
see.
Are they
See,
shooting
liberals
people
like you
randomly?
would
What
be
is
the
going
reason this
on? Oh
country
my
failed,
goodness.
you know? See, right now I'm talking to a fool.
Sir,
day,
you're
lady.
the one who's afraid of men, so I don't you're the one that's afraid of men. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
35.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Of course.
Of course. And what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 1 year back in office that has earned your continued support?
He has got 7.
Also, turn down the stream in the background, pretty please.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I was trying to listen to the conversation too. He signed all kinds of bills that have helped the population. As far as I have children, you know, that are in school age, and
Okay.
The Democratic.
Well, I just want to be
policies-
clear. You said that you like that he signed bills. You're aware that that's literally the president's job. So you've supported every single president throughout history that has ever signed a congressional bill into law?
No, he signed bills into law that make it illegal for men to go into women's restrooms and locker rooms.
Oh, he signed
Made it
bills into
illegal.
law. Wait, are executive orders law?
Well, he signed them. They're
Are
gonna be
executive
laws.
orders bills?
It's laws in Texas.
Oh no, that's different. I'm sorry. Does the president of the United States of America also sign laws for the state of Texas only?
No.
No, of course not. So the state of Texas signing something into law has nothing to do with the president of the United States, who, again, let me ask you this question again because you didn't answer it. Are executive orders law?
No.
They are not law. Perfect. That's not a bill because it's not legislation.
Okay.
And if you are upset about men going into women's changing rooms, well then, sir, then you should be looking at Donald Trump, the guy that you voted into office, who spoke on Howard Stern and bragged about walking into women's changing rooms. That's kind of odd. Sounds like you're a bit of a hypocrite there.
How is that odd?
You just said you didn't want men going into women's changing rooms or their bathrooms, sir. And to be clear, I want to be very, like, you don't care about men going into women's spaces. You literally voted in somebody that bragged about walking in to women's changing rooms between the ages of 15 and 19. Miss Teen
That's not
USA.
true. That is a lie.
I'm sorry, he said it
did not
himself
walk
on
in the- he
Howard
did not
Stern.
walk in the room
Then
between
why on
ages
earth did
15
he
and
say?
19.
Why did he say it
It
on
was a
Howard
beauty
Stern? Why
project.
did he say it on
Oh my
Howard
God.
Stern? Why did he say it on Howard Stern?
He never
I'm
said
quoting
anything
it
about
his. I'm
ages.
quoting
It was
his
a
own
beauty
words.
pageant that
Yeah, he talked
owned.
about owning Miss Teen USA at that time. He was bragging about Miss Teen USA. Miss Teen USA enrollees are between the ages of 15 and 19, sir.
Okay, well, obviously,
Oh, okay.
you're misinformed. but-
Obviously, yeah. Okay.
Well, what about the wars that have been stopped from being
What wars are
started and,
those?
oh my gosh.
No, seriously, if he stopped a war, I would like you, like, if you can explain to me how we
Well,
ended these
Ga-
wars, okay, you
Gaza
should
for-
be able to
Gaza, for
know.
one,
That war is
Gaza,
still
for one,
ongoing.
it's not ongoing.
They
They're in
just
a
killed
peace
people
talk.
2 days ago. What are you talking
Well,
about?
okay.
The
so
IDF
because
just killed Palestinians 2 days ago. What are you talking about? It's still ongoing.
Okay. So just 2 days ago, somebody got killed.
Yeah, because the IDF and I'm even going to throw this out there for everybody, and Hamas are treating the ceasefire like it's a light switch. You can just turn it on and off at will. So it's
I'm gonna
not a
call you-
true ceasefire because they keep saying it's on, it's off. It's on, it's off. Bye. I don't get it. I'm so glad that a random person on the internet makes you change your political ideology so much. That's weird. So you must be very weak-willed. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
32.
32. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I didn't vote for Donald Trump, but at this point, I'm starting to agree with a lot more of what he's doing. And
Okay.
I would definitely vote for him for a third term, if he did.
That would be constitutionally illegal. So why are you okay
I
with
get that,
violating the
yes.
Constitution?
Not okay with violating the Constitution. I think it would be funny if he did.
Oh, is
Personally.
that why you like him? Because it's funny? You like him
He's a
because he
funny,
makes
he's
you
a funny
laugh?
president. He's definitely a
Is
mean
that why you
president.
like him?
No, I liked a lot of his policies. I like what he's doing in with ICE. I like what he's doing with immigration law.
Oh, so you like that he calls people that are allowed to peacefully protest deranged. For a little bit, he also called Renee Nicole Good a paid agitator, a domestic terrorist, until he found out that her father-in-law was a Trump supporter and a Trump voter. And then he changed his tune 2 weeks later.
Do you think Renee Good deserved what she got?
No.
Why was that?
Why? Can you tell me what piece of law or legislation states that impeding traffic, since that's the claim, or obstruction of justice, since that's the claim, warrants the death penalty?
Impeding federal officials in the course of their duty, an ICE agent can arrest or detain
Is that what I
a
asked?
U.S. citizen.
What did I ask? I asked if that warrants the death penalty, sir.
No, that doesn't warrant the death penalty.
Oh,
but
okay.
driving a
So then
car
why are
into
you
a federal officer?
Does that warrant the death
warrants-
penalty?
Oh, 100%. If
By
you
what
drive
case
a car
law?
into somebody, you deserve
By
to
what
die.
case law? By what case
The
law?
fact that
What case law?
The fact that a
Which word do you not
3,500
understand?
pound vehicle
Oh,
can
okay.
be considered a
Are
deadly
you aware
weapon.
that, have you watched all of the different angles for that?
Oh, I have.
And I just want to
have
be
watched
clear,
every
you
single
are,
one.
I just want to be clear, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Are you, in fact, justifying the unlawful killing of Renee Nicole Good by Officer Ross?
I am justifying the self-defense of that ICE officer.
So you're
because he tried to
justifying
run him over.
the unlawful killing of Renee Nicole Good by Officer Ross?
If it was unlawful, I do not justify it.
Oh,
but if it
perfect.
was lawful, which
Awesome.
it was,
It wasn't actually. I'll help you out with this because we have, you know what case law is, correct?
sure, yes.
Okay, so can you give me, I just want to make sure you have at least a basic understanding. So what is case law exactly?
Case law is decided by courts, whether it be Supreme Court or higher judicial courts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, wasn't it like it was someone v. Mims, for example. I can't remember exactly what that one is. Was it Arizona? Arizona v. Mims. Yes, it was Arizona v. Mims. To the Supreme Court, can order a driver, or a Supreme Court, the case that held police officers can order a driver out of a lawfully stopped vehicle for officer safety.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, that's
So for
what case law
officer
would be.
safety, fantastic. I like this one. Are you familiar with Brousseau v. Hagen?
Not. Which one is it?
Brousseau, Brousseau v. And I might be pronouncing it wrong. It might be Haugen. Haugen.
Brousseau v. Hagen. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name
Yeah,
as well. So.
That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and give you a summarization of what it decided. Brousseau does not authorize officers to create danger by positioning themselves in front of a vehicle. The court, and this was a Supreme Court ruling, so the very, very tippy top, right? The court emphasized that outcomes turn on trajectory, immediacy, and whether the danger was imposed by the suspect and not manufactured by officer placements. The court explicitly acknowledged cases where stepping into a vehicle's path undermines the justification for the use of deadly force.
So path would require the vehicle to be in operation and moving.
Sorry, did you miss the first part? What was the first sentence that I said?
Vehicle.
What was the first sentence that I said?
You said an officer can't place himself in front of a vehicle.
Correct. It does not. It does not. Sorry, sir. It does not require that the vehicle is in motion. And if you want more, we have Scott v. Harris, a 2007 ruling. Scott justifies force where the suspect's conduct creates an ongoing, unavoidable threat to the public. It does not support deadly force based upon officer proximity or their positioning during a contained or low-speed encounter. Scott turns on public danger and inevitably not officer-created risk, meaning, again, him stepping in front of a vehicle, knowing that it could be moved because it was quite obviously not in park. He was behind it when it put on its brake, when she reversed, right? He walked in front of it when she reversed as well. He literally walked around the vehicle, which is against Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice own memos on what they're allowed to do and how they're allowed to do it. Okay. We also have Ellison v. LaSure, and this is in the 8th Circuit Court. The 8th Circuit makes it clear that officer conduct leading up to the use of deadly force matters. The court does not isolate the pull of the trigger. If an officer escalates or creates the danger, the deadly force becomes far harder to justify. This supports the principle that avoidable positioning undercuts the claims of necessity, meaning taking a singular step out of the way.
Is this what you do, is continue talking and not let somebody else talk?
Sir, if you could actually effectuate anything that would refute any of these case laws, which at least you do have an understanding of what it is, I will give you credit for that. I will give you credit for that. But you would have to find me. Sorry, let me be very clear with this. You would have to find me Supreme Court cases that have reversed the decisions in Brousseau v. Hagen and Scott v. Harris in order for you to go against what they've decided.
Let me ask
The
you
point
something.
is that the officer is always at the has the responsibility to move out of the way if possible, and he did not do that.
How was he able to move out of the way when he was walking around the vehicle? You could clearly see from his video, his cell phone video, that he was walking around the car, walking around the front of the vehicle while the vehicle was completely stopped.
It wasn't completely stopped. She had moved back. Like while he was moving in front of her vehicle, she reversed. While he was moving in front of her vehicle, she was reversing. And to be clear, please tell me. No, I have to treat you like you are a child right now. To be clear, please tell me how. Yes, because you have not spoken nor refuted. No. You're gonna pause for a second. Okay, bye. You run away. Here's the part that he did not follow up on. He didn't address the fact that Officer Ross violated DHS and DOJ's policy about officers not supposed to, or they're not allowed to, just walk in front of a person's vehicle. He didn't address the fact that Officer Ross violated their department policies. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I forget how old I am. 39 years old.
39. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
You are. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Here, 1 second. Let me set that. There you go. I mean, he's done various things, but one of the most important things I think he's done is with immigration and border enforcement.
Okay, like what specifically?
Well, the fact that he's deporting a bunch of illegals, he's getting ICE into many different states, he's exposing a lot of the, problems that we're having with many years of allowing immigrants in illegally.
Okay. So, like, what problem, I guess?
What do you mean, what problem?
Well, you said he was exposing problems, so I would assume that you would have an example of what a problem is.
Oh, yeah. So with the illegals, I mean, it's causing all kinds of different inflation. It reduces the wages for the average American.
Can you point me to a study that has proven the correlation causation between immigration and inflation?
I don't need a study. It's
You don't
very well
need
known
a
if you have
study?
more. Can I finish? If you see however many people are coming in, more people working, going for average wages, lowers the wage for the average individual, doesn't it?
No, it does not actually. There's been 2 studies that directly refute that and have only stated that, actually more than 2. You have Harvard Law did a study in 2018 that they published. Yale also did a study in 2023 that they've published where it finds that unauthorized immigrants or the only jobs whose wages that they directly would have a negative impact upon would be what would be considered low skill workers, individuals that never graduated high school. So jobs that don't require a high school diploma would be the only jobs that they've lowered the wages on.
Isn't that a bad thing though? Aren't you hurting the lowest educated, the people who
Sir,
are struggling the most with that?
I'm not saying it's a great thing, but if I just want to be very clear, if employers are out there paying anyone, regardless of their immigration status, less than their state's minimum wage or the federal minimum wage, whichever one is the higher amount, this is based off of our
Yeah.
fair labor laws that they're required to do, regardless of immigration status, then they are violating the letter of the law, and they're the ones that need to be taken to court. If it is
Oh
truly
no,
an
of course. I
issue about
agree.
wages being paid and a disparity of wages, then absolutely you take the companies to court. Instead, we are going after the individuals who are being offered lower wages, and perhaps because of their unawareness of American society or the value of the dollar, they might not realize that they're being undercut in their wages. And again, fair labor standards require that the United States of America companies that operate here are supposed to offer everyone an equal opportunity to the same wage.
Yeah,
So
no,
why are
I
we
would
not
agree with
suing
that. But the
courts? Where are all the sorry, not courts, but why are we not suing companies? Where are all the court cases against the companies that have been undercutting the wages?
No, I actually would 100% agree with you. I
Right.
think
So
that
where
not
are
only the
the
employers who would do that should get in legal problems, but that doesn't negate the fact that as people come in, because they're able to have a larger workforce to get cheaper wages from, they would exploit that because that's kind of what
correct? So
capitalism does,
where
doesn't it?
are we? Why are we not filing any lawsuits against the companies for violating fair
Yeah,
wage
no, I mean,
standards?
I actually would totally agree with you. I think Trump should do more with regards to penalizing the business owners. I would be as far as to say, in the event ICE comes through and finds employers who are hiring illegal people, the employer should get arrested, the business should get compounded or closed down,
Interesting. None of them have
and
been.
then the illegal should get deported.
Yeah, except none of them have been. The only thing that they're doing is going after the unauthorized immigrants.
Well, so
And we know that.
unauthorized, I find it interesting because it is illegal to
No
cross the
human is
border, isn't it?
illegal, sir.
How? Yeah, I'm not saying the person is illegal, but we do have immigration law, and if you break it, you are a criminal.
No,
and
you're
you
not.
are
You're not a
illegal.
criminal. Are you familiar with Arizona Arizona v. United States 2012 Supreme Court ruling?
I'm not. Please educate me.
Okay, cool. So simply being and existing within the United States of America and being considered deportable, aka illegal or unauthorized, does not make one a criminal. According to our legal justice system, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. This does include unauthorized immigrants or illegal immigrants, as you are wanting to call them, because they're entitled to due process of the law. So, and according to our legal justice system, in order for you to be considered a criminal, you have to have been convicted of a crime. Being accused
Well,
of a
so
crime does
I
not make
think
one a criminal. Otherwise, we would have a multiple count criminal sitting in the White House right now because of all of the accusations of a crime and indictments he had against him. And I would
so
only
I
call him a
think you're.
criminal based
I'm
upon his
sorry. Go ahead.
34 felony count. So
Well, so I think you're conflating being illegal versus doing an illegal act. Right now, if
no, sir, you're
this is
just
the same
conflating the
thing as
use
if
of the word criminal, which is a legal term in our legal justice system, and it is innocent until proven guilty. And again, Arizona v.
if you
United States 2012 Supreme Court ruling clearly laid out that simply being considered deportable and as an unauthorized immigrant or illegal immigrant does not make someone a criminal.
passing the border without permission is a misdemeanor, is it not?
It is. I've never
And
made the
that is
claim
a crime,
otherwise.
correct?
Does not make someone a criminal.
If
Are you saying that everybody
commit a
that
crime,
I'm
you're not a
sorry, are
criminal.
you saying that no, sir? Again, according to our legal justice system, and this covers every single person that is within the jurisdiction of the United States of America. By the way, this was broken down in 6 different Supreme Court cases prior to this year, 1 in 2025, and then we can go to one that literally lays out the subject to the jurisdiction thereof in Plyer v. Doe if somebody really wants me to. But again, according to our legal justice system, when you are within the United States of America, regardless of legal status, it is innocent until proven guilty. You cannot be a criminal, according to our legal justice system, until you have been convicted of a crime.
Okay, but in order to convict them, we would first have to catch them, correct?
You would have to charge them with it. You can indict
And then
someone
that
without
would
them being within
require,
the United States of America, sir. We've proven
but that
this.
would require ICE going around and rounding
No, it
up
wouldn't.
people
You
who
can
are
indict somebody by
actually.
just knowing their name, sir.
No, I'm saying in the event to prove that somebody is illegal, you'd have to first catch them,
Yeah.
prove
And how
citizenship,
many
then deport.
convictions, how many criminal convictions does CBP or ICE like successfully get of trying to accuse somebody of having broken 8 US Code 1325 or 1326?
I'm not sure. Out of curiosity, just side note, are you like studying law? Are you a lawyer?
I am not an attorney, nor would I claim to be one. Claiming to be one would, in fact, be a crime, and I don't want to go to jail
It would be a crime if you weren't, but
if I
no,
claim
I'm
to
just
be an
curious.
attorney
You
and
do
I'm
seem
not
to have
one.
a
Yeah.
lot. You just seem to have a lot of knowledge about it, and I commend you for it.
Yeah, sorry. This is kind of my neurospicy zone, so I hyper focus on things. So it's kind of
No,
one of
that's
those
awesome.
things.
That's awesome. But no, I mean, we can go on other things. You know, for
Yeah.
instance, I
So
really
while they
appreciate the
charge
fact
about
that you put
80,000
America
people,
first.
yeah, he's not. Anyway, while the United States of America attempts to charge about 80,000 people within any year's time of having broken 8 U.S. Code 1325 and 1326, they only get about 127 on average convictions out of
Okay,
those
but
80,000 because it's
do you,
why
would you
why do
happen
they
to
do
know
that,
the number of
guys?
illegals that have been deported since Trump's gotten in office?
People that were actually that came here undocumented, or people that Donald Trump made unauthorized by removing them of their legal status.
By committing a crime that as they were here, it breaks their
Oh,
right
sorry,
to be
sir.
here.
We
But
we
yeah,
can't really differentiate that exactly. That was kind of a catch-22. We do know that Donald Trump went through the motions of removing legal immigration status from 2.5 million individuals so that he could then pump up his numbers and deport them. But they only deported
okay,
about
but
600,000 individuals last year, which is less than, unfortunately, Biden's last year.
no, I would agree. I would love those numbers to be put up, right? I'd love to catch a few million and deport all of them. They
Yeah,
would only help Americans
sure.
as they were
It
here. They
wouldn't.
would be able to have more work.
And
Housing would become cheaper
yet our
because less
unemployment
people
number is
coming in for
going up.
housing.
And yet our
I'm
unemployment
sorry.
number is going up.
Yeah, that's an interesting fact, isn't it?
Yeah. And also, less than 20% of all of the immigrants that have been deported have been found to have committed any crime have not been found. Like only 20% estimated have been found to have committed a crime in any country, including the United States of America.
Well, besides the misdemeanor of crossing
Again, that
illegal,
requires being convicted.
but in order to be deported, they had to have come to that conclusion, correct?
No, again, Donald Trump removed the legal status of 2.5 million individuals within the United States of America who went through the quote proper channels in order to come to the United States in order to deport them. So, no, sir. We have
Could you
to
give me some
consider
more
them in those
information on
numbers
that?
as well.
But anyway, could we get on to another topic?
Sure.
So the America First policy, I know you seem to have scoffed at that.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's really America first to do a $20 billion currency exchange with Argentina and then also give them an extra $20 billion where the president or the incumbent president of Argentina then used it to throw a fucking boat party. I don't think that's very America first.
I mean, if you point out one thing doesn't mean that other things haven't been America first.
I don't think it's America first to start continually shit on our allies and tell them that they tell everybody in the United States, like outside of the United States, that NATO didn't come and help anyone us at any time with the United States of America, when that's not fucking true. Fucking Prince Henry called out Donald Trump for his fucking speech in Davos. Or Donald Trump, what exactly where he said, "Oh, allies stayed a little off the front lines." Yeah, even though they literally have British soldiers on the front lines of Afghanistan, fighting side by side with American troops. I don't think that pissing off our neighboring countries, sorry, not our neighboring, but our allies that we've had for a long time, is very America first by straining our international relations.
So it would depend on what the goal ultimately is. For instance, all
Oh, do
these
you claim to
allied
know what
countries
his
have
goal
also
is?
come through and said many negative things about the U.S. They also take advantage of our military
They take
presence. They
advantage of
use
our
us.
military. That's hilarious. They
You don't
literally, I
believe
don't
they
know
do?
if
Do we not
people,
police the world?
no, we are not the world police, nor should we be
No, no,
the
no.
world
What we,
police.
whether we believe we should or shouldn't, we go through
No,
and
the
we add
statement is
defense
we are
to most
not the world
countries.
police. Do you
So,
not
no, I'm not
realize that
saying
other countries pay the United States to have their bases there? Do you not
to
realize
have
that?
the
Are you
American bases
familiar?
there.
Yeah, yes. Are you not familiar with our
So
specifically
they're
with our
paying for our
agreement?
protection.
Yes. So it's not taking advantage of
So
if they
as
are
if we're
paying
a
for us to
hired
be there.
police force.
No, it's not as a police force. They do it to, they run plans. Like they train. Do you not realize that a lot of our military, what we do when they're stationed at an international base is they train other people's militaries? That's not a police force, sir. That they're basically training. They're fucking training academies, basically.
Okay, and we also, as being a presence there, we are a deterrent for other countries for doing anything, as well as training and strengthening our allies.
Oh, if that was true, then Russia would have never invaded Ukraine, considering we've always had bases in Poland and all NATO countries.
The Russia thing, that would be a whole other topic with Ukraine and NATO getting up onto Russia's border, and that would be a whole other discussion. Now,
Oh
while I
yeah,
would agree,
I can
prefer
debunk that
Russia
in
didn't
5
do it.
seconds, sir.
While I would agree Russia shouldn't have done it, I also believe that at the end of the day, the fact has always been government is a force of power, and if government are able to do things, they have always historically done it. So this new liberal mind where it's saying like, well, we shouldn't do this and we shouldn't do that, it's idealistic and it's pretty, but it's not real.
So you believe in colonization in the 21st century?
I believe colonization, in some aspects, was actually an incredibly good thing. Yeah.
No, that's not what I asked, and that's definitely not an answer to the question that I asked.
Could you repeat the question?
Do you believe in colonization in the 21st century?
Define colonization for me.
Sure. Going in and making other countries conform to your ways, which is exactly what Russia is doing. Specifically in Crimea, they made it illegal to practice any other faith but Christianity. They literally arrested and imprisoned the Muslim population there, specifically the Muslim priests that were there. I don't know the exact title for what the Muslim equivalent is for the level of a priest, but they arrested and imprisoned them. Yeah. So like that would be it. They also redeclared that Russia is the national language instead of Ukrainian, which has been their national language for a while. They changed their history books. They took in their own Russian history books into Crimea and into the Donbass region of Ukraine. That is a part of colonization.
Okay, but with regards to going in and forcing out somebody and imposing your own personal worldview and, converting them to believe what you believe.
That's not converting. That's that's not converting, sir. That's forced.
Yeah.
Converting would be done by will.
With this. So would we agree as well that as Islam comes through different countries, overpopulates, gets tons of people, forces people to convert.
Sir, Muslim was the original religion practiced by the Tartars.
Okay, my point still remains. Throughout the Western
No, because they didn't just go into,
Muslims,
sorry, sir, they didn't just go into Crimea. Your premise is already starting off incorrect.
No. Not with Crimea. I'm talking about in generalization because we brought up Islam. And then you were saying how Christianity was imposed and it's colonization. So that was my
So you have an issue with Islam and Muslims?
No, I'm pointing, well, I do, but I'm
Okay.
pointing out how
I
the
did. I
fact
want to
that
bring this up to you. I
Muslims-
want to see something really quickly. Okay.
Yes, please.
Just bear with me for a second. You know who Zoran Mamdani is, right?
Yeah,
The
unfortunately.
new mayor of New York City.
Yeah.
So
The guy who
he,
hates white people and put it into bills and stuff. Yeah, I got it.
sure, yeah, you can say that, whatever you want to believe. So he made a statement that he's going to sign an executive order that requires Arabic numerals to be taught in public schools. How do you feel?
About being forced to learn Arabic numerals,
Yeah.
I would imagine that our education system is woefully lacking in so many other areas that trying to enforce something like that is a waste of resources.
Oh, okay.
Do you not agree?
Do you know what an Arabic numeral is?
Yeah, it's our normal numbering system.
Yeah.
Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, good. At least he knows that. But the way you phrase that, so I'm sorry, sir. Our American education system should not be forced to learn how to use these numbers and do math because they're called
So you
Arabic
didn't add
numerals.
anything.
My fucking God. I don't know if this guy Googled it while I was talking to him. I think he Googled it. He literally Googled it while he was talking and then realized, oh, these are our normal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, bruh, that's great. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, yes I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
32. How are you?
I'm doing well. I hope you are.
Doing all right, but I was
That's
just
awesome.
kind of looking at the comments and seeing the stream. I'm like, there's a lot of things that there's some dissidence, I believe.
Oh, okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, of course. Why
Okay.
wouldn't I?
Do you mind just waiting for a second?
Sure enough.
Appreciate that. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm very bad at doing my whole little self-promo thing, so let me run through this real quick. I promise I'm going to get to all of the super chats. Guys, if you are new here, be sure to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Both of these things are completely free to do. If you choose to support me, the best way to do it is to hit up the direct pay links that are in the link tree in my bio. You can send me gifts. You can send bits, you can send super chats, send memberships, become a subscriber, become a super fan. All of these things help me continue to do this day in, day out. You can also get 40% off Ground News Vantage plan if you go to the link tree in my bio or use Mermaid Ari at checkout. That's another way to easily support me while also having a good way to get unbiased news sources. Thank you. All right, thank you so much for that. And so what specifically has Donald Trump done in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, what I want to consider and kind of curious about your side is...
Oh,
what
I
has
would
he
like an
done
answer to my
wrong
question.
exactly? What has he done right? Well, I mean, he's closed the border. I mean, he's put in a lot of
And
executive
TikTok,
orders
can we
that
get
have
up to
made sure that we
150,000 likes?
focus more on Americans. Why would we not like that? What is it, especially after Davos? What exactly is it that you don't like us being America first?
I'm sorry. You specifically liked the speech that he gave at Davos. I just want to be clear. Like you brought it up, so I just want to be clear. You specifically enjoyed the speech that he gave at Davos.
I mean, yeah, it was comical. I mean, it was decisive. He pointed out a lot of people that, like, are we really going back to high school where we have to? I mean, he was just saying, hey, he's pointing out, like, hey, dumbass, hey, do this, don't do that. Like, you look kind of stupid with the sunglasses.
Yeah, can you?
AKA
There was a reason why.
I mean,
I'm
come
sure you
on.
never even looked up to see why
What's
Macron
so
was
wrong
wearing
with, like, a
sunglasses
little
because he had a.
jabbing here
I don't
and
know
there?
if you realize. No, that's actually high school behavior. You said we're moving away from high school behavior. Jabbing at somebody is literally high school behavior. Anyway,
Okay, so
did NATO
he's
help
giving
us
it-
in
he's giving it
Afghanistan?
back to them.
Did NATO help us in Afghanistan?
Who paid for it? Oh, wait, we did. The
How?
U.S. did.
Okay, cool.
The
I love this one. I
taxpayers
love this
paid
one.
for
How
it.
much money does NATO owe us? How much money does NATO owe us, Pookie?
Well, how much does everybody owe us?
Yeah. Tell me.
Everybody says
Tell me.
that
I
we're
would
in
like you to
debt.
just name one
Do
country.
you
I would
really
like you to
think
just
our
name one
$37
country.
trillion
I
in
would like
debt
you to just
is
name
really us
one
owing
country.
anybody else?
I would
No,
like
it's
you to
us
just name.
paying for the debt that people owe us. Oh, you want to keep talking over me? That's fine. Okay, we can keep doing this.
I would like you to just name
Are
one
you done
country.
now?
I would like you to just name one country and an exact amount that they owe us.
Germany.
And an
They owe
exact
us
amount that they owe us.
probably about $5 billion.
And where
maybe
can I
more.
find evidence of that, please?
France, they probably owe us about.
No. I want to stick
that.
on Germany. I want to stick on Germany. I
Denmark,
want to stick
they owe
on
us
Germany.
that for World
I
War
want
II.
to stick
We
on
used to own,
Germany.
so they own that.
Germany.
We owned that before.
Oh my.
Oh man.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So here's what's up, right? We're going to go ahead and just like continue on with this because you obviously don't know anything about when it comes to NATO or anything like that. So let's be very clear. Germany doesn't owe us $5 billion. If that were true, I would love for you to provide me a source that tells me exactly where, when, what, how, why Germany owes us $5 billion. It's a very interesting claim. You're not going to be able to provide me a source because a source does not exist for it. So then when it comes to NATO funding, it's actually laughable for anyone to make the claim that the United States of America bankrolls NATO because that's not true. So you guys just very easily, you can find this on NATO's website where it directly goes into how much, what percentage each country pays into the collective fund pot. Each percentage, right? By the way, and this isn't a percentage of GDP. I want to be very clear. This is not a percentage of GDP. All right? I just want to be very clear when I say this. When I'm giving you this percentage, it is not a percentage of our GDP. All right? The 2026 and on numbers for the United States of America copied by Germany, the exact same amount of money is paid in by Germany, is 14.98%. Again, you guys can find this on NATO's website. They do not owe us money. Every country has a designated percentage that they have to put into their contribute based off of their overall budget that is outlined for the next 5 years. Right? This is spending from, or like approved amounts that is paid into it from January 1st of 2026 to the end of 2030. So this is for the next, 4 years. Sorry about my math there for a second. But like to be clear, right? So we pay 14.98% of the overall collective fund budget. So does Germany. And this is, again, I want to be clear, this is a dollar amount. And this is not a percentage of our GDP, right? That's the collective fund, okay? And then the United Kingdom and France pay the next largest percentage at, I think it's 11.87%. I might be wrong on that percentage exactly because I didn't stay too long on that one. But if you actually look at it, even like all of the smaller countries, they've increased the amount that they pay into the collective funding amounts, while we, the larger companies, actually their percentage went down. The two largest countries that pay into it being Germany and the United States, their percentage has gone down for how much they pay into the collective fund. Now, when we actually go back and we look at the 5% claim, again, that 5% is not anything that goes to any other country, doesn't go into their budget, doesn't go into their pocket, nothing like that, right? That 5% is how much that country spends on their own military budget. And to also be very clear, the only country that's coming close to meeting that 5% is Poland. Poland will probably be the first country to meet 5%, not the United States of America. We barely make it to 3.5%. We're not even close. So that's not going to be how that works at all. It's going to take a lot more military funding for us to get there. I think that if we were going to make a claim that we needed to do a 5% payment or 5% funding, we probably should have been close to making 5% go back into our military budget. But Yeah. Oh, no, Noel, you would be correct. He's not following this at all because he hasn't stopped yapping for like the last 3 minutes while I was talking. So you are correct. He hasn't understood anything because he didn't shut up not even once to listen. So yeah, he didn't understand that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Sir, I cannot hear you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Just tap the screen, Harry. Hello? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am. This is
Ah.
Jake.
Awesome. Nice to hear from you, Jake, I guess. How old are you?
I am 28 years old.
28. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
So I'm the guy who discussed what I didn't like about him first and then what I do like about him. Something I did want to discuss with you, if it's all right, is the capture of Nicolas Maduro. And I do believe that was a very intelligent decision on not just him, but his entire administration.
Oh, okay. Sure.
The reason that is a lot of people think that war is, the hardest part of war is killing people, right? The hardest part of war is both, in reality, the hardest part of war is logistics and getting your people over there, getting reinforcements, getting ammo, getting food, it is insane.
Guys
the
on
amount
YouTube, can
of
we get new members
resources
today?
it
I haven't
takes
had a new
for an
member in a
operation
little
like
bit.
that.
I would
And
like
I
to
feel
see
that was
5 new members if
a
possible.
really good move. It showed it showed the resiliency of our military, and I thought that was now, do I agree with going into another country and capturing the current administration? Right, that's a tough sell, even for me to agree on. But I do see the numbers and the logistics that it took for that, and that was a really good rehearsal. And I'm very curious about your perspective on that.
Sure. Maduro was not the duly elected president, therefore he shouldn't have been in power. However, I don't believe that it was the job of the United States to then make that decision for another country.
Okay, so to recap,
That's as simple as that.
So your stance is you don't think it was the American decision to step in for that, or it was?
No, I said I don't think it was the United States' job to step in and enforce our will on another country. And realistically, thank you to Kiervin for the membership. And most of the Latin American countries agree. So
Interesting. Can I ask which countries agree with disproving America's involvement in Venezuela?
Brazil, Portugal, Panama, Trinidad and Tobago. I think oh gosh, I'm going to mess that one up. So I'm just going to say Trinidad. Plenty of Cuba, Colombia.
Dang, really? All those countries? 8
Oh,
of them?
there's
Oh,
more.
I didn't know that.
There's more. I can't think of all of them offhand. Those were just the ones whose speeches I listened to
Okay.
at the UN. And thank you, Raul. The dog hears a dog.
Okay. The other thing the one thing I don't like is I feel, and again, context, to be the United States, the President of the United States, I mean, it is very easy for us to discuss what he's doing, what he's not doing. But to be in that seat, I mean, the decisions you have to make, I can't even imagine how difficult that must be. But I do feel he is focusing a lot on other countries and other events right now, and I get it, national security, very important, but I think he should be involved more in the House and the Senate and the potential government shutdown that might be coming. Granted, the House, I want to say they passed, you're probably going to correct me, but 3 bills to the Senate?
Are you talking about the funding bills?
Yeah.
I believe it was 4 separate funding bills.
Ah, dang it. Okay,
It's
so
3 or
4.
4. I
But
mean, close enough. I'm not gonna like harangue you for that one. That's one number.
And I wish he would be more involved in that, where, like, come on, none of us want another shutdown, where it just, the snowball, that's my frustration is, dude, he sees those people, he literally grew up in New York with those people, and it seems that whenever a government shutdown happens, the American people suffer from it, and the politicians don't. And that, to me, is exceptionally frustrating. It makes me feel as if my vote doesn't really matter, because they can just chill and get paid and they don't care. They're just sitting out, oh, I made a decision. It was no, haha, and the American people are suffering the consequences because of that. And I really wish he would be more involved with that. Now,
Donald
what are some
Trump
ways?
said during the last government shutdown he didn't think he needed to negotiate with the other party because they're not the ones in power. So, I mean, he just
And
doesn't care,
I
and he's not going to care.
yeah, I just don't, and that's the one thing I don't agree with him. It's like, dude, you should care. Like,
Thank
that
you,
is,
Scott.
that shutdown directly impacts that. So it's, I can't even imagine those briefings he's in and what he's seeing outside of America and how dangerous those people are and what they're trying to do to America, because there's always someone trying to do harm to America. But I really, it frustrates me when he doesn't get more involved. Like, dude, anyways, I don't want to take too much of your time.
No, it's just sorry he doesn't care, right?
Mhm.
It's like it's like him signing an executive order, which, as many people should already know, executive orders are not law and cannot affect the private industry. Him signing an executive order saying that companies can't buy up single family homes. That doesn't stop them from doing it because an executive order cannot tell them what to do, which is why he included in there, and I direct Congress to actually make this official, which that's absolutely something I support. Companies should not be allowed to buy single family homes. Absolutely the fuck not. They don't need it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
get hit up all the time. They're like, do you want to sell your house, sir? I'm like, fuck
no,
you.
don't do it.
So I guess I do want to ensure, do you, in your opinion, you think it's because he doesn't care. I disagree with you on that. I don't think it's that he doesn't care. I think it's that he put the people in charge of those positions for a job, right? And
No,
they should do that job.
not for Congress. Congress, your Congress representatives are voted in by the people. That's not, nobody is placed in those positions by the president. The only one that is technically placed by the president, no, it's none of them in Congress, actually. Sorry. Even Mike Johnson got voted in. The president pro tempore of the Senate got voted in. Like that, nothing is. Like the Senate
Interesting.
Majority
Okay,
Leader
so-
also got voted in, which is a separate position from the president pro tempore. So,
Okay. I was under the impression that he did have involvement in Congress. I knew Senate, right? But I didn't know Congress. He had
None.
no authority. Interesting.
no,
Okay.
he has no authority in the Senate. The Senate is just one part of Congress. House of Representatives is the second part of Congress. Well, technically, it's the first.
One of the things, I want to be very informed, and you're very informed, and you've got the statistics, and you're constantly educating people, and obviously people don't want to listen. How do we get more people to listen? How do we get more people to have a conversation like we're having right now? Like, okay, we disagreed, but it's okay to disagree. It's okay to be proven wrong. And I don't know why so many people are so against discussion rather than
Thank you, Phantom.
arguments.
Well, I would say, and this is just what I've noticed here, right, is that the majority of people that end up calling into my show are not looking here, or they're not calling in good faith, right? That's the biggest thing. So while I would love to have a lot of good faith conversations, many of those that call in are not doing it from the start. And so that makes it difficult. And that's why it seems more controversial. And I mean, it is in part thanks to that controversy for why I have the following that I do. Because for some reason in the United States of America, we like to watch other people rag on each other. It's just kind of a thing. Also, I think that the very beginning of this would go back to the president of the United States, who said that he doesn't believe that it's his job to enforce unity in the United States. So as long as he continues to use broad language by calling it the other side of the political aisle as radical left lunatics, then as long as people reiterate that phrasing, it's going to continue.
Yeah. But I mean, if we're being honest, on both sides, there's some crazy motherfuckers in that.
Oh no, I'm not going to disagree. I don't that there's a reason why, like, unless somebody were to come up on my live and start saying hateful things against one class of people, or saying like HEILHILTER or GASTHEJEWS, then I'm not going to call them a NAZI. Sorry. I'm doing this because
Yeah, you don't get canceled. I get that.
yeah.
And that took me,
That
the second one took me a minute to catch, but the third one, I got you.
that would be the only way, like, personally, that I would call them an NAZI, because then they would be espouting that exact rhetoric.
And on that NAZI, I mean, the fascinating.
Or if they claim to be a neo-schmazi.
Yeah. What's fascinating to me is so many people, right? We read that part of history, and then you go to Germany, and they are so regretful for what they did. And
They are.
And then but what bothers me is so many people will be, oh, I would never do that. I would never do that. And I don't know, the way our citizens are acting, man, I am hard pressed to believe that some people wouldn't. Knowingly or unknowingly. And that's what scares me about this current state of events, is that people are so quick to criticize, so unable to have a conversation, and not willing to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Like, I was wrong about the 3 bills. It was 4. Okay, cool. Like, I'm not going to lose my marbles over that.
A lot of them are, and that it's true. It's something that, for those that are in my Discord server, well, select few of you guys saw this, where it's just there is a hard, fast refusal to be wrong, or by thinking that, oh, I have this huge gotcha moment in a conversation because somebody was wrong. Oh, you were wrong. Ha ha ha! I'm better than you. Like that kind of silly stuff, right? It's like, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to correct yourself. It's okay to take in constructive criticism. Similarly enough, as it's also okay if you're asked a direct question and you don't know the answer to say, I don't know. That is literally, like, if you don't know, that's literally the best answer you can give.
Yeah, I am so with you on that. Like, dude, I don't know everything.
Frankie.
I'm not I don't have an IQ of 180, dude. Yeah, Interesting.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I corrected myself on my live yesterday. Not yesterday. Today's Friday, so Wednesday. So it's like it's okay to correct yourself. Own your mistakes. Like it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be
Yeah.
proven wrong. It's okay to say I don't know in response to a question that you don't know the answer to.
Well,
Oh, and see, like
thank you
this
so
one,
much for this.
you can say on for this
Oh,
one. I'm
go
going to
ahead.
read this one out because I thought it was funny. Cassidy says, "Yet you make fun of people when they don't know." I make fun of people that can't say they don't know and then claim to know that they know the answer and give a wrong answer. Those are the people I make fun of because they have not learned that they can say I don't know.
Yeah.
Even though I give most of them an out by saying, "You can say I don't know." And they're like, "No, I know." Then yes, it's a ha-ha,
Yeah.
especially when they're given an out.
And bully people. They're fine. They'll get over it. It's all right. It's 2026. Fuck it.
You got to be careful with that.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to be super duper careful with that. All right, man. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great night, okay? And hopefully the weather is good out in North Carolina.
I will keep my hopes up high. I will brave the storm. Keep your head up. Keep doing what you're doing. People are listening. And thanks for disagreeing with me.
Not a problem. Thanks.
Bye.
Ari said pause. Yeah, I always say pause. I try to pause people. Like, I try to stop people from saying something that's silly. I try to give them an out. Thank you all. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, hi, how you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
I am 42.
42. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
What specifically has Donald Trump done in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
One of the things is obviously ICE. My question to you is, when did you stop backing ICE?
Let's see. When they've targeted innocent civilians of the United States of America.
When did I start?
When did that start? Let's see. They had a few bad skirmishes under the Obama administration. They had a few bad skirmishes under the Bush administration. To be clear, like this has been going on since ICE was actually created in 2003, where they've gone after United States civilians when they shouldn't have because they were racially profiling. So I guess in that case, I haven't supported ICE since 2003. Sorry, do you think deportations equate to the unlawful treatment or the poor treatment of United States citizens?
I'm just asking you a question. How many people did Obama?
I believe it was about 3.4 million.
5.3.
5.3? May I ask where you get 5.3? 3.4 I get from CBP.
It's 5.3.
Okay, so let me go ahead and Google this. How many people did Obama deport?
Hold on. I'll
No,
answer
you
all your
asked me one question and then you ended it. So I'm going to go ahead and look this up. Let's see. Everything that I can find is nowhere near 5. At most, it looks like 3.1. That's certainly interesting. So 5 is not correct. This is going to go great already, I can tell. And we can see this. Let's see. I don't want the trace. I do like trace, but not for this, I don't think. I will look at it over here. Let's see. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Obama was sued by the ACLU due to the way that he was conducting deportations. Obama is not loved by people like the way that everybody seems to assume they are, but y'all just love to put him in your fucking mouth. It's quite weird. I think I finally found the number. It's actually overstated when you're looking at that. That's not the total numbers. That's not correct.
That's not the total, right? Exactly. So I mean,
yeah, because you should be pulling it from CBP data, technically ICE data, but it's not even pulled from there. It even says it themselves. That's interesting.
Self-deported under Trump.
Self-deportation is not a thing. Self-deportation is not a thing.
For $1,000 and a free
We don't
ride
know.
home,
Hi, I'm gonna
took
help
that?
you out with something.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
help you out with something. I'm gonna help you out with something. Yeah, I'm gonna help you out with something.
Right, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna help you out with something.
Perfect. And fucking everybody up, right? Because they don't know any better.
Now you're talking to somebody that's smarter than you, and you can't fucking deal with it. Whoa!
Oh, he hung up. Sorry, guys, if you are wearing headphones. I am so sorry for that. He wouldn't let me get a word out. So, guys, I'm going to help you guys out with something on this self-deportation shit. All right? We don't know how many people have self-deported because we don't have access to the data. The only thing that we have is Kristi Noem and the Department of Homeland Security claiming that these people have self-deported. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
Good. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. That's not what I asked, but I'm glad you're doing well. How old are you?
Oh, 34.
34. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I have a few flags about Donald Trump. Are you supporting Donald Trump or you don't support him?
No, I don't support Donald Trump.
Okay, great.
So you don't either?
I'm not from. I agree with a couple things, and I'm totally disagree with a couple things. But let me start with something. The first thing that comes to my mind, because I'm not from this country, and I have been in a quiet beach country, and now that I understand more things about this country, that it's beautiful, by the way, I love this country. Unfortunately, Democrats and Republicans have, and the regular population in the U.S. have a problem. When it comes to elections, the people is not voting for the best option. The people is voting for the worst less. Let me start there. Also, I'm agree with a couple things that Democrats are doing and a couple things that Democrats are not doing. So, since this country
I guess you
was
just called in
formed,
a monologue.
illegal immigration have been an issue.
Okay. Well, I do
But
appreciate you, sir. You've already kind of admitted that you're not really a strong Trump supporter. And since you didn't let me get to my next question, I am going to move on, and I hope you have a good night. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
How you doing?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 55.
You're 55?
I am.
Awesome. Can you get closer to your microphone? You sound a little far away.
Oh,
Maybe it's just me.
I'm sorry. Is that better? I got you on speakerphone.
Yes, that is actually significantly better. Thank you. And
Okay.
are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I do.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, in his first year back, or do you want me to start from his first term? Because really, I'd prefer to back up and go to the first term. And, you know, I'm a first time caller to you, and I just started watching you today. But I don't want to get off topic. I want to stay on topic of Donald Trump specifically, not like NATO and how much we owe other countries and those type of things. I just really want to stay on topic with Trump. But I think he's done a lot of great things to help the country. I know the way he handled in the pandemic, I thought was actually fantastic. Is something that he never gets credit for is that he shut down
WAND.
all the pill mills in America. Now, one could argue that made more drugs come in, the illegal drugs. You know, people could argue that, but I think he did save a lot of lives with, you know, people abusing prescription medicine and whatnot. But what's your thoughts on those 2 points?
Well, my first thought is I asked about his current term, nothing to do with his first term. I'm going to keep this brief because this is not a conversation that TikTok really likes anyways. But when it comes to the C-19 pandemic, he fumbled it. He fumbled it from the very beginning when he dismantled the pandemic response team that was created under Obama, I guess because it had Obama's name on it, and he just cannot get Obama's name out of his mouth, even in the year 2026. So no, he botched it. He did great with like Operation Warp Speed. He did great with that. He did great to get it produced and then put out to the public. And then he fucked it up by also then telling people afterwards to not take it. All right, that he fucked it up. And yeah, so I would like to talk about 2025 and 2026.
Okay, but let me ask you a question, because you brought up something that's very interesting to me. You're talking about how Trump can't keep Obama's name out of his mouth, right? You know, have you ever saw the clip where President Obama was speaking and he was talking to Trump, was out in the audience, and he said, "Well, at least I'll get to be president," you know, implying that Trump wouldn't be president. Have you ever saw that clip?
You mean after Trump questioned his nationality and his right to be president and said that he wasn't born in the United States of America?
Well, to be fair, I mean, there's a lot of people that question that. I mean,
Thank
there's
you,
books
Phantom, for the
about it,
gifted sub.
different things. But yeah, I believe that's the clip I'm speaking of.
Sure, Obama has his right to clap back at Donald Trump for being racist.
So it would be a fair statement to say that they both went back and forth at each other then, right? That's my point.
Yes, when that was back in 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, and then Obama left office, right? His last day, full day in office was January 19th, 2017. Last full day back in office. But Donald Trump is still talking about Obama in the year of our Lord, 2026, 9 years later. So when I say he can't keep Obama's name out of his mouth, and Obama's not even necessarily a public figure anymore because he doesn't usually deep dive himself into the public face of politics right now. He really doesn't.
Well,
and
I
he
mean,
stayed out of it
he's not
for
on-
like the last 9 years, except for some small things that he thought that he needed to stand up and speak out on, but that's very limited. So, yes,
So,
when he stepped out of the
let me ask
public
you a que-
eye, there was no reason for Donald Trump to continue to talk about Obama. It is quite ridiculous at this point.
This is just a thought. In 500 years from now, who do you think will be more well thought of as a president, Obama or Trump? And
Neither,
why?
but definitely not Trump.
So you're going to say Obama above
No,
Trump?
neither, but Trump is already rated like in the bottom 3 out of our presidents when he was just number 45, right? And we had 46 already in office. To be clear, like he was already rated in the bottom 3.
I wonder where Obama was rated.
Somewhere in the top, I think. Let's see. Rankings of presidents by historians. Let's see.
What is that? Where you get a lot of your information from? Just pull it off of like AI or?
No, I don't use AI.
Oh wow, interesting. So you use the websites and things.
Yeah, I click into websites and I make sure to read them. Let's see. In 2022, his overall rank by historians was 11 out of 45. Well, 46 technically. But
I mean, that was several years ago. Can we get? I mean, a little
I'm just
closer to
giving you like
2026.
one thing now. I wonder what's his highest score here. Integrity looks like it was his highest score, along with communication being at 6. That makes sense. He has a great cadence when he speaks. His relationship with
Yeah.
Congress was lower half. That's cool. Willing to take risk. Yeah, I would say he was risk adverse. That makes sense for being 21. Yeah.
You know, I
I
actually,
wonder where Obama or Trump
and I
ranks on that one.
understand, you know,
Hoo,
that you do
43 out
TikTok
of
too.
45. Or yeah, that's bad. Let's see. Wow. Communication, he ranks 43. Who was he worse than on communication? Jeez. Oof, that's bad. Did he rank anything above a 10? Oh no, his best rank was luck. That's actually hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's funny. His best rank was luck. Holy shit, and that's still 16th. Oh shit, that sounds accurate as fuck. He got lucky. He got lucky a lot. Whew. Whew. Whew, that was funny. I'm sorry. Whew. Oh god, I
You
was
think
not
it's bad
expecting
to
it
be
to be
lucky?
luck. Is it bad to be lucky?
Yeah, I think it's great to be lucky myself. The way
Yeah,
your
it doesn't
reaction
indicate
to it
skill
sounds
though.
funny.
It
Now,
doesn't
if
indicate any
you
skill.
dislike the president so
He
much,
was at the bottom on foreign
other
policy accomplishments. Hell fucking that makes sense. Intelligence being 44. Holy damn, they ragged on him. This is great. Sorry. Thanks for making me look at this. That's funny.
hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I mean, it's funny.
If you want to sub and follow my channel, it's
Oh,
Mark
Obama is 10
T
on this one.
333.
Why is Woodrow Wilson so high? That's fucked. I disagree with
Mark
that one yeah,
333.
okay, sure. And then where was Trump on this one? Donald Trump was the bottom one on this one. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I disagree with them off the bat by having Woodrow Wilson at 12, considering he literally thought that he could overexpand the use of the executive branch and thought that there basically should be a king. That was fucking weird. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, my TikTok is Mark.Diamond20.
Yeah. No. Maybe you should probably learn how to ask for permission to do that first.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Oh, awesome. I got through. Hell yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm without age or genealogy. How old are you?
Okay, bye. Guys over on TikTok, if we can get the likes up real quick in like the next 10 minutes to 200, I would appreciate that. I am without age or genealogy, then you wouldn't exist. Like if you were without genealogy, you would not exist. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
In his first year?
First year back in office that has earned your continued support.
Well, he's trying to fix taxes where we ain't got to pay, and he
Trying to fix taxes. What do you mean trying to fix taxes where we ain't got to pay?
He is going to make people not have to pay in taxes.
Oh, so he's going to do away with
Yeah, he's gonna delete the IRS. And
he's
put
gonna
in the
delete
ERS.
the IRS?
Yeah, and put in the
Oh.
ERS.
Well, I find that interesting because I did actually ask what has he achieved, meaning that would be something that he's already done.
He's
And
already signed it, and they have approved it. It's in.
oh, where can I find that Donald Trump has deleted the IRS?
It's in motion right now.
It's in motion, so he has not achieved it.
Yes, it's been approved and it's in motion.
Oh, where can I find that in motion?
It happened on the 18th.
Okay, so what should I type into my handy dandy search bar to find this claim? What should I type in?
Whatever you want, what do you mean?
What should I type in? You already gave me a date, January 18th. What should I type in?
Did you not watch the meeting?
I have a transcript
day?
of his
Hey.
meeting. I'm
He had a
asking
meeting
for what
the other day.
what should I type in to
It's
find?
on-
Okay, so we'll just try
That's
Trump
fine.
abolish IRS. We'll try this. Nope, nothing this year. He has proposed it, but that was like at the beginning of 2025. Nothing is in session. So, like, can you tell me, like, is it an
Actually, you're
executive
wrong. You're wrong.
order? Is it an
You're wrong.
executive order?
You're wrong.
Just because you say point in like here, I'll put this on the screen for guys. I'm gonna I'm gonna put up here. Yeah.
says that it didn't
Oh yeah,
happen, don't
totally. Chat GBT right here. January 18th, Trump abolish IRS. Right, because this is your weird little claim.
ChatGPT is
So
not
we're gonna see February 20th, 2025, January 23rd, 2025. March 27, 2025. This is about the one big ugly bill. April 18, 2025. January 31st, 2025. This is just talking about them changing and like their policies. March 26, 2025. December 5th, 2024. Nothing from
Can I get my
ChatGPT,
question?
nothing from anything that would be an executive order about Donald Trump doing away with the IRS. So unless you want to give me a different tool, like a different question to type into the Google search bar, or give me an executive order number.
It's in motion for sure.
Where? Oh God.
But can I ask you a question?
So is something being in motion, but is it hypothetical and we can't find the fact that it is in motion? Is that an achievement or is that just a wish list?
It's a wish list.
Oh, okay. I had asked you about an achievement.
Well, he took Venezuela.
He took Venezuela, so we run Venezuela?
Yes.
We run Venezuela.
Yes.
I think Delcy Rodriguez would disagree.
So Venezuela is not part of the U.S.?
No, sir. It is not.
I disagree.
Is it true because you said it in your
Can I
mind?
ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
No, I need an actual answer to this one.
Why
Like it
why
does.
do you not support Donald Trump?
Yeah, I can answer that in a second, but I want you to answer this one.
Well, no, I want you to answer mine first.
No, because I think you're gonna forget my question if I answer yours.
I think you ain't got a
So
good answer.
is something true simply because you personally believe it?
If something is not true just because you said it's not. So why do you not support him?
I don't support a president that actively goes against articles and amendments of the United States Constitution.
Give me an example where he's done that.
Sure. Kicking AP News out of the White House, trying to revoke their press badge. Talking about arresting peaceful protesters.
All right, you call peaceful protesters burning down buildings
Oh no, that wouldn't be peaceful
and
protesting.
setting Teslas on fire?
That wouldn't be if a building is set
peaceful?
on
You
fire.
call that
I don't.
peaceful? Answer my question.
Literally,
You
I'm
call that
answering it
peaceful?
right now. Literally, I'm answering it right now.
That's the least peaceful protest I've
I.
seen.
What did I say?
in
What
the
was
last
my
5 or
answer?
6
What was my answer? Can you reiterate my
Wrong.
answer to me?
It was wrong.
It was. That's not what I asked. I asked you to reiterate. Did I use a big word that you didn't understand? Can you
Give me some more
repeat the words that
examples that's
I
actually
said
true.
that was
Give
my
me some more
answer back to
examples
me?
that actually true. Give me some more examples.
Oh,
that's
okay. Again,
actually-
arresting peaceful protesters.
they're not peaceful. When you set shit on fire,
I already said that setting stuff
deserve
on
to be
fire
arrested.
would not qualify as peaceful protesters.
exactly, and that's what they were doing.
Oh, who was doing it? You don't even know what I'm talking about.
The protesters.
I'm sorry. Do you think
What
I'm just curious about something? Do you think it's illegal for someone to drive behind an ICE vehicle and follow them?
Oh, are you talking about when that woman got shot?
No, I'm not talking about that. Oh my God. Keep up.
So driving behind an ICE vehicle.
Yes. Is that illegal?
I don't know.
It's not.
Yes.
It's actually a method of peaceful protesting
Why would somebody follow the ICE people?
because they can. It's literally
Well, that's
allowed.
not right. What do you mean? So what? What happened with that? Did they get arrested?
Yes, they were unlawfully detained.
Were they stopping the ICE people from doing
Nope,
their job?
they were not. They were simply
Are you sure
following the
about that? That
vehicle.
would be obstruction.
They were
That is illegal.
simply following the vehicle.
Were they slowing them down or distracting them?
How would
If so,
driving behind another
if they were
vehicle
doing
slow somebody
anything
down?
distractful,
I'm
then
sorry.
it is
How
illegal because
would
that's
driving
obstruction.
behind another vehicle slow down the car in front of them?
It's making the ICE agents wonder what was going on, and that's obstruction because they're not paying attention to their job.
Oh, okay. I'm literally gonna type this in here. Okay. Is it obstruction to make okay. Is it obstruction of justice to make
To distract.
no, you said that to make
To
it like distract
no,
them from
no.
like okay. So now
All
we're
right.
moving the
To
goalposts.
distract an agent from his job or
To
an
to
officer.
distract an agent.
But either way, I don't care. I don't support ICE. What do you mean?
No, distraction is
I don't
not.
agree with ICE.
Distraction is not.
I got a friend
Distraction
that's
is not
Mexican
obstruction of justice.
right now.
So what
And we just helped
guys,
him
according
get,
to him,
we
if
just,
you guys
we
just
just
like
helped
jump in
him
front
get
of an officer and you just like wave your
medical
arms and go,
insurance.
I'm a pterodactyl, that would be obstruction of justice. I just want to let you guys know, if you guys definitely do not stand in front of any ICE officer or a police agent and just go, I'm a pterodactyl, because that's obstruction of justice, because that's going to distract them. If you just do it standing on the side of the road, I'm a pterodactyl, you're going to distract them and then get arrested
that
for
is
obstruction of
because they
justice.
can't do their
Because
job right.
yeah, see, he doubled down on it. That's obstruction of justice. I need everybody. If you guys see this, right? Like if you guys see this, I need everybody to go out. Like if you're out there, if you're peacefully protesting, and again, I'm going to be very clear. I encourage peaceful protesting. Please, 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 for Ari, in the name of Ari, please go, I'm a pterodactyl. And see, let me know if you get arrested. Please, please let me know if you get arrested. This is not legal advice. Do not get arrested. Do not like go to jail. Like if this were to happen, I would seriously help raise money for your bail. Okay,
protest
we're just gonna go.
and
I'm a
start setting
pterodactyl.
That's what I want you to do.
So being dressed up in a frog, like a blow up frog costume, and dancing around to loud music, that's a distraction, right?
Dressing up in a frog costume.
Uh-huh.
Is that what you said?
And dancing around with loud music, that's a distraction, right? And that's obstruction of justice.
Probably not, because if you're going to be doing
Oh.
something like that, you should be in a club or something, or at a Halloween party.
So
I mean,
so tell me, what's your name?
I can't say. My name is Cam.
You can't say and then says a name.
Yeah.
So which one of my friends are you? Like, are you calling in and trolling me?
You got me.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'll
this
see
can't
you on
be real.
Saturday. Have you a good day. Goodbye.
Huh? Who the fuck are you?
Goodbye. I'll see you Saturday at work.
Who the fuck goes to
I
work on
got
a goddamn
I
Saturday?
got you.
What? Sorry, I shouldn't say that. People do go to work on Saturdays. I am not one of them. We're literally doing one more caller. Can we get two more new members over on the tubes before we end the stream in a little bit? I would appreciate that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 25.
Thanks, Frank. 25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
What year did you graduate high school?
I graduated.
Took too long. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hey.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 50.
50. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, heck yeah.
Well, heck yeah. Okay. And specifically, what has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Oh, well, it's the intangibles, really. I love how he just gets the liberals in an uproar.
Oh,
You know, the way he kind of trolls them.
uh-huh. So you're just a
And I like,
contrarian?
oh, certainly.
Okay, so you don't have any values. That's it. I just like that he trolls the liberals. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 35. My name's Chris. I'm from California.
Hi, Chris from California. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
You know, I never have, and you
W.
know, I'm new to this stream, and I'm kind of like, I've seen you come up on my feed, and I'm just genuinely curious about like your thoughts, your foresight. I mean, you're obviously well read on the last couple presidents. I genuinely am here for information seeking.
Well, the last couple presidents is literally 2, and that's very easy to be aware of what was happening between Biden and
Sure.
Trump. So
Yeah,
that's very
seeing
easy
you
to do.
speak about both of them, you're
Yeah.
very knowledgeable. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, what
Did
do
you
you
hit that
think is the
subscribe button?
foresight? Sorry?
Did you hit that subscribe button?
Oh, I can. Sorry.
Yeah, you totally should. Sure, I'll
Yeah,
humor a
definitely.
question from you. What's the question?
Yeah, my question is, what is your foresight for, I don't know, the next presidency and what policies they can enact, and so that we don't repeat the drama of what we're currently living in?
So I think an important thing that Congress needs to do, because this is going to be a Congress thing, right? Congress needs to rein back in some of their powers that they've given away to the office of the presidency over the last 30 years, because they're constantly bleeding away parts of their powers. So specifically like the wartime powers that they've given away to the president. And that's found within Article 1, Section 8, Clause 13, and further down. And so that they should have done. Similar enough, like they tried to pass it, like the Democrats introduced a bill. It had some semi-bipartisan support from the Republicans. It failed in both the House and in the Senate by a narrow margin. The Senate literally came down to a tie-break vote that obviously went with a no from JD Vance. But I would encourage them that regardless of who the next president is, that they need to rein back in their powers over declaring war, on active
Sure.
wars being carried out by the office of the presidency, and things like that's definitely something that needs to happen. They need to take
Yeah.
back their control.
Yeah, I agree. Me
Also,
living in
put us back in the
California,
WHO.
do you have, sorry?
I was saying also put us back in the WHO,
What is that? I'm sorry.
the World Health
Teach me.
Organization.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The World Health Organization is why we were able to respond in a less detrimental manner than it could have been when it came to the coronavirus.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see a lot of things happening in California personally, and I was wondering if you had any thoughts on that, on how it's being managed, and maybe foresight on how it could be better managed.
Let's see. I don't have like much knowledge on California itself and its politics. I will say that California is obviously doing something right, not exactly sure what, to have the world's 4th largest GDP. I'm not saying Gavin Newsom is 100% right. He promised to build new houses. That got stalled up due to the coronavirus. And he hasn't really done a whole lot to expand like some like specific access to women's health care. I know this because of
I mean,
Halle Berry.
sometimes we don't know, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, who knows, right?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say thank you for your time.
Yeah.
I appreciate the lesson for a bit, and I'll continue to watch, but thanks for your time.
No problem. Thank you. I will certainly take some questions at the end of the stream. That's not a problem. Okay, let's go ahead and read. Yeah, he was polite, so I do appreciate that. Let me go ahead and read some of these. I know I missed a bunch, and I do apologize, guys. If you get VA healthcare and benefits, you are a socialist. The military is socialist. I agree, Sean. It is a form of socialism. Callers ate dumb and have the IQs of goldfish. Yeah, it did get pretty bad there for a minute, Cluminati. Remember, friends, hail Satan! And W, the mod team, also wish Feisty get better soon. Yes, Feisty, I wish all of the good health upon you. Keep stunting on these hoes. We have garden hose. Are you? I plan on it. Thank you. Watching you makes me less Republican. That's awesome. I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that. What is my cat doing? I don't know. The dog's laying next to me. Thank you guys for all of the jewels. Love what you do. Keep it up. Truth and logic. I do try. Thank you so much. Why do all childish men call into your stream? I don't know. I do rarely get women. I would like to talk to more women. They just don't call as much. Not sure why. I thought I just turned that off. Sorry, guys. Ari, you are destroying these MAGA bozos. It is so unfair. I'm sorry, Scott. I do the best I can. I'm just gonna step on somebody. Hey, Javier. I know you just got timed out, and that's totally fine with me. Your homophobia is weird. I think most men actually like women that like women. So the fact that you don't like women on women, that says more about you than it does about anybody else. Anyone ever notice how ugly liberal women are? Where's the liberal in the room? Ever notice how silly some people are to pay me to insult me? Like, I'll take the insult. That's fine. I'll take the money for sure. Guys, it really hurts my feelings for you to insult me. It does. It really hurts my feelings for you to send money and insult me and pay me to insult me. Please. If you really want to make me feel bad, just send me money and insult me. It does. It truly does hurt my feelings. You are doing the Lord's work, miss. Thank you, Eater of the Mad. And I see you, Harvey. Don't go anywhere. I appreciate that so much. That's why you're floating up on the screen here. Don't go anywhere, Harvey. America First is just racist first. Yeah, there is a point where it looks like that. The only other country to claim the world police status was the UK prior to World War II as a cover for their colonialism, which is what the US is doing now. Yeah, that sounds accurate. I believe it, Moose. Thank you for the little history lesson. The cat is going to get pushed off the table because he's not supposed to be up there. Thank you, Agnostic, for the $1. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for all of the jewels, especially that goat trophy. That was funny. Why do all trans people hate Trump? Where is the trans individual in the room? For the people that want to say that we can tell if someone's transgender. Proof you don't know. Literally case in point. See, this comment I can get behind, right? Why are all the cute ones crazy? I'm fine with that. You can call me crazy. I don't care. That don't bother me any. And WW huge to end the stream with a bang. Can we get some huge W's for Harvey in the chat for the $100 super chat? I do appreciate that so much. Ramon, he's not here. I know you can hear him up there, okay? But huge W's for Harvey for the direct $100 donation over on the tubes. Guys, if you are not following the tubes, especially with TikTok and the sale, be sure to go to the link tree in my bio. Go check out the tubes. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribing is free on YouTube. All right. Also, guys, if you are not already a member over on the tubes, consider becoming one. It is the cheapest way to continue to support me. Because my lowest one is $3.99 a month. My second one is $7.99 a month, and that's it, guys. It's the cheapest way to support me is to become a member or become a sub over on Twitch super fan over on TikTok. Like that's literally the cheapest way, guys, right, to support me is to become that. So I do appreciate that so much for the direct donation. It means a lot to me. These things help me keep running this platform 6 days a week for about 2 hours a day. So, oh man, I didn't change that. Oh well, that's okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. TikTok, stay around for a second. I will be right back with you and all of that. It's actually a funny response, like a funny question, but whatever. TikTok, stay for a second. Yeah, you guys did the tapping. Thank you. Good night over on the tubes. Thank you again so much, Harvey. And thank you guys, everybody, for all of the jewels that were sent throughout the stream. And thank you for waiting on the super chats. I do appreciate you guys so much for being here. You guys have a great rest of your Friday night. Go